Looking for a place to shine? Are you ready? Want Georgians' eyes on you? So let's go. Good Morning Georgia is here. Start your day the Georgia way. Want attention for your brand? Broadcast today only on Good Morning Georgia. Contact us today. Email us at info@thecommunicationsmd.com or call on 770-421-5598.
Tune in to Good Morning Georgia. Join hosts Audrey Bell Kearney and Derek J. Wilson every weekday at 9 a.m. for your daily dose of news, politics, business, and entertainment. From local updates to insights from affiliate partners across and beyond Georgia, we've got your mornings covered. Tune in to stay informed and entertained with Good Morning Georgia.
Good morning, Georgia.
Good morning, Georgia. It is a wet one. It is a wet day. We're going to be a wet 24, 48 hours. But good morning. We made it. We made it. So I'm broadcasting live from the helicopter. That's why I got the headphones on, because we out here in the helicopter. We're flying around. You hear the noise? Don't worry about it. Got sound cancellation.
Who's your designer for the helicopter? I like that background inside the helicopter. That's nice. The colors and the scheme. What, you got a private jet, private helicopter? What's going on there?
Yeah, private helicopter. You know, we got that Good Morning Georgia budget. So we out here flying around. I'm getting flued.
Somebody should have shared that budget with me.
Yeah, I'm getting flued around. Nah, I'm at home. And because of the weather, the studio was send out all these notifications yesterday about, hey, you can show up if you want to, but you'll be
by yourself.
Basically. And since the kids are out, the wife is out, I was like, well, it don't make no sense for me to leave unless I do have a meeting in Lawrenceville today at noon. I may try to get that virtual, but
I was out there in that rain yesterday. It was horrible.
See, I got in right, like it was raining, but it wasn't bad. By the time I got home and got settled, that's when I started hearing it pouring. We was in the store, and as I was walking by, a lady was like, "Is that the rain out here?" Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That's the rain. And so, but so as you know, if you're in Georgia, hopefully you are because you're watching us. But if you're in Georgia, you are aware that a hurricane is coming our way. Hurricane Helene, I guess it's called it. Helene.
Mm-hmm.
So as of right now, it has been upgraded to a Cat 2 storm with winds reaching up to 100 miles per hour. So they did that around 7:45 this morning. The storm is expected to make landfall in Florida on today and move into Metro Atlanta in the late afternoon and evening. Metro Atlanta and most of North Georgia is under a tropical storm warning, according to GEMA, which is the Georgia Emergency Management Agency. I would think that's what it stands for. Um, Also, GEMA announced yesterday that this storm will affect every county in the state of Georgia. All 159 counties in the state of Georgia will be affected. Either it'll be affected by rain, or wind, or rain and wind. So, we're not, again, like we said yesterday, we're not trying to scare you, but this is serious. Very rare is there a hurricane or a storm that at the same time touches every county in the state. That's unprecedented. So the last I heard about the size of the storm, they say the storm is 400 miles wide. So put that in consideration. That's a big storm.
That's a big one.
But on some brighter news, on some better news, we are in the mid to low 70s today, because of the rain, obviously.
Nice.
But so 71 up there in Blairsville, 72 in Rome, 72 in Gainesville, 72 in Atlanta. It's 72 a lot of places. 72 in Atlanta, Roswell, and Gainesville. 74 in Athens. Let me zoom in and give Audrey some love. Well, they don't want to give her no love. So I thought it was gonna tell me what the temperature was in Lawrenceville, but it didn't. 71 in Caroon, 71 in LaGrange, 75 in Columbus. As we get south, it's warming back up. 77 in Macon, 78 in Albany, 83 in Valdosta. Uh, and I got some headlines from Valdosta: 85 in Brunswick, 83 in Savannah. Yeah, so it's gonna be a cool, breezy, wet day. Even like like we said yesterday, when I was like, "Dang, still in the 80s," but that's cool for that portion of the state,
Yeah.
uh, because they're normally in the 90s, and so 83 is definitely cool. I guarantee you, somebody's teenager, if they had school today, got a hoodie on today.
Yeah. I don't think any of the kids had school. I think everybody was out today.
Think so. Well, that segue into my next one. Several metro schools, and not just metro schools, several schools, period, throughout the states have announced closures and digital learning day. So I mean, we can start in metro. Uh, so it's the Atlanta, Cherokee, and Clayton County schools have all been closed today and Friday. Um, so I said this Monday and Tuesday about the football games. I thought they was gonna reschedule it, but it said Clayton County schools closed Friday, all extracurricular activities canceled Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So Clayton County is still open today. They don't say that they're closed. They just say closed on Friday. That's interesting.
And I,
Uh
and let me just say this real quick, because it was some parents that were really upset that schools were going to be closed today. They're like, what about the parents that got to go to work? And we get that, we understand that, but
Guess
this
what?
is
Go to
not
work.
a right. This is not a tropical storm watch. This is a tropical storm warning, and there is a
Right.
difference. When it's a warning, that means that it's more severe. And so, we understand that people have to go to work, but by the same token, I will hope that you want your kids to be safe. And I get it. You got to put food on the table and keep the lights on. But let me tell you something, if something happened to my child, it's a dark day forever in my life. So I'm just
These people,
saying,
these are the same people that complained about y'all snow getting.
yeah, snow
Remember?
getting when here down
Whatever.
here.
Yeah, when it snowed and they
Oh
was
yeah,
complaining
people
because
stuck on the highway. Yes,
the
yes,
schools didn't close early enough and blah
yep,
blah blah.
yep.
You can never satisfy people. They're gonna
You
complain
cannot.
with
You
so
cannot.
that's one thing I've learned in this in the positions that I hold, that you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. So guess what? Just do it.
Just do it, because that right now it's a category 2, but it's expected to hit landfall. It's expected to be a category 3, which means we're
Right,
going to be affected. And if you're like in Upson and Lamar counties, it's you're going to be really affected. So you want to make sure that you're prepared and your kids are safe. I get it.
right.
Like nobody
And
gets
it's
more
moving
than us.
fast. So it'd be different if it was a slower moving, because just to help people understand, if it's moving slowly, once it hits land and it's moving slowly, then it will, by the time it gets to Metro Atlanta, then it will have downgraded, because once it hits land, it loses power because it's absorbing all its power from the water. But since it's moving fast, if it's coming in as a 3, by the time it get into Georgia, hell, it'll be a 2. And then by the
Yeah.
time we get to North Georgia, it can be a 1. That's still
Which
a
is
hurricane.
that's a hurricane.
It's not a tropical storm. It's not a depression. That's
Yeah.
still a hurricane. You
Yeah.
know, so that's why that's why it's urgent, and that's why they have these not watches but warnings in place, because of the rate of the storm is moving, and it's strengthening. So the larger the storm is when it hits land, just 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 clock that down 1 or 2 by the time, because it's moving so fast.
Yeah.
And so that's the caveat. Of course, the faster it moves, I mean, the faster it get in and get out. But
But it's gonna tear some stuff up. Yeah, I know what I
yeah,
want to say before it
yeah,
leaves. So we don't want you to be in the path of the storm. And yes, I know a lot of us are not on the coastal line, but it was still a category 3 when it hit landfall, which means we're still we in some kind of danger zone. So just be prepared for that, and I
yeah. I
get it.
mean, it's
Make sure,
liable to hit Metro Atlanta
yeah,
um, as a cat 1, which is, regardless if you're coastal or not, that is a full blown hurricane.
yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, I know most people in inland and coastal, North Georgia and Tennessee. I know you guys are not used to that. Like I say, Audrey and I both lived through it, grew up around hurricanes, and to be inland, since you're not used to it, that means you need to prepare more for it because you don't know what to expect. This is a full blown hurricane at a Cat 2. Uh, if it comes in at a Cat 2, by the time it get here, it'll be a tropical storm. That's still is not a hurricane. It still can be bad. But
But
if it
listen,
if it increases upgrade to a 3 or 4, it's definitely going to hit Metro Atlanta as
and
a
and
one.
and Derek, yesterday I was out when it started raining so hard, right? By the time I got home, it was tree branches in the roads on the
And that
road.
wasn't a cat nothing.
That was a cat nothing. And I'm like, oh my oh my God. Like I went in the building that came out, I saw tree branches. So,
That's just a
you
thunderstorm.
just want to stay right. You just want, and that wasn't in the severe thunderstorm. That was like a mild thunderstorm. So we just want you guys to stay safe. We're not trying to scare anybody. We just want you to
Yeah.
stay safe. What I don't want to do is wake up tomorrow morning on my brother's birthday, which is tomorrow, and look at all these tragedies because people just did not heed the warnings.
Right. And so Foresight has canceled all the activities for Thursday. No outdoor athletic activities on Friday, but they didn't say nothing about school. Fulton County after school activities have canceled Thursday. They're closed on Friday. Gwinnett has remote learning today and closed on Friday. Same for Hall County. Um, Same for Rockdale County. Henry, Newton, and Paulding County are all closed today. And then that's as far as colleges. Atlanta Tech colleges remote learning Thursday and Friday. Andrew College is closed Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. They closed the whole week. Remote learning for Emory Thursday and Friday. Georgia College and State University closed today and tomorrow. Remote learning today for Georgia Gwinnett College closed on Friday. Georgia State remote learning today and tomorrow. Georgia Tech remote learning today and tomorrow. It's a lot of universities out here. Gordon State College is closed at 2 p.m. today and then all day Friday. Kennesaw is closed today and tomorrow. Morehouse is closed at 2:30 today and remote learning on tomorrow. Piedmont University, Demorest and Athens campus are closed Thursday and today and tomorrow. Reinhardt University closed at noon today and will be closed tomorrow. South Georgia Technical College closed today and tomorrow. Spelman closed at 2:30 today. Remote learning on tomorrow. Thomas University, I don't know where that is. Campus will be closed. But they was closed Wednesday. They be closed Wednesday through Thursday through Friday. In-person classes will move online. University of Georgia closed Thursday and Friday. Valdosta State is closed today and tomorrow. Government buildings is man. Shamley, all city facilities are closed Thursday and Friday. Fayetteville, all government offices are closed today. They didn't say nothing about Friday. Fulton County is closed today. Forest Park, all non-essential city offices are closed today. That's interesting. None of them say about Friday. Healthcare. Grady clinics and neighborhood health centers are all closed today and tomorrow. So if you had any doctor's appointments scheduled at the clinics or at the health centers, um, please be mindful that they are closed today and tomorrow. Uh, if you have an emergency, obviously go to the hospital. All elective and non urgent procedures scheduled for Friday will be rescheduled. Of course, Grady Memorial Hospital will remain open. And so the North Georgia State Fair is closed Wednesday and Thursday nights. They plan to open up Friday. So, all right. The Atlanta Braves games. Don't you got a game you going to?
See, yeah, Saturday. Hopefully
Oh
the
well,
storm
okay.
has
Well,
come
you
in and gone.
you good. The Atlanta Braves remaining games against the New York Mets scheduled for Wednesday and Thursday has been postponed to Monday. They didn't say nothing about the Saturday game. The Atlanta Botanical Gardens is closed today with plans to reopen at noon on Friday. See, because it's a fast moving storm, so they predict that it's gonna come through, do whatever it has to do and keep moving. That's a caveat of a fast moving storm. It moves fast, but it could be stronger. Uh, Down in Middle Georgia, cancellations today. All school activities for Academy Classic Education. Baldwin County cancellations for today. Early dismissal for today, and then closed on tomorrow. Bibb County. All Bibb County schools and offices will be closed Thursday and Friday. Central Fellowship Christian Academy cancellations today. Delay start on Friday. They do not want to lose. I already talked about Georgia's Central Georgia Tech, didn't I? Central Georgia
Yeah.
Technical College. Okay, I think I did all the colleges. Yeah. To learn more, just you can look up your area to see about school closing. But I'm pretty sure your children, my kids. Nah, this was funny. Nah, Audrey, I think you. I know I'm verified on Instagram, and I think you are as well. I know you are on, I think on LinkedIn. But
Yeah.
my daughter was like, no, Michael was like, yeah, school is out tomorrow. I was like, well, we didn't get no notification, and he told me I saw it on Instagram. I said on Instagram. I said, man, that don't mean nothing. He talking about, yeah, it is. And he showed it to me, and I was like, they not even certified. That's not real. He argued me down. It was their real page, but I was like,
Hmm.
why they not verified? Like as a parent in
I think
this
I'm
day and
verified
age,
on Instagram. My
I
nephew is, so it's funny, right? I said to my nephew, I said, "You verified?" He's like, "Yeah, I just got." And so he's been now he got way more followers on Instagram than I do. But I was like, "Yeah, I don't think I'm verified. I don't think I'm verified on Instagram. I don't spend enough
uh,
time on Instagram to be verified."
well, I'm verified, and my kids, and particularly my daughter, she's such a smart aleck. I was like, how they not verified? I'm verified. Well, yeah, that's because you're a president of a chamber. Oh, well, thank you, baby. Get out of here.
Oh, maybe I'm verified on that page.
I'm verified. I know I'm verified. But I was like, I thought that was interesting that the school district didn't have a check. How am I supposed to know this was real? This could have been some kid that made them, you know what I'm saying? I was like,
Mm,
okay. But yeah, so they are out. Dodge County got out of Dodge. Not playing. They
Dodge County.
closed. It's crazy how a lot of places are still open today though. Uh
Well, because they looking at it as just rain, So and
I mean, but
if
this is
they
middle Georgia. They're closer to the storm than we are.
listen, they're looking at it as just rain. Like this is just rain to some people. Because I've heard people say this is crazy, this is just rain, like blah 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 blah. But it's this rain.
It's rain, but it's wind too. And as you know, it doesn't take much to snap. Our lights was out Monday because a tree fell Monday, and it wasn't even windy. So
Mm.
imagine 40, 50, 60 miles per hour wind coming through. And I mean, hey, so the cancellation for school on tomorrow in Dodge, Dooley keep popping up. Uh, Dooley County, they cancel schools today and tomorrow. All students and faculty and staff should not report to school on Thursday and Friday. All after school activities are canceled. Uh, Gatewood canceled today and tomorrow. Georgia College canceled today and tomorrow. I didn't know there was a Georgia Military College. Did you know that?
I did not.
Yeah, well, they canceled Thursday and Friday. All Georgia military locations, including the junior college main campus, satellite location, and I guess that GMC. They got a prep school too. Prep school will be closed. I did not know that. That must be somewhere in by the military base, and because this is Middle Georgia, I'm looking at Warner Robins area. Hancock cancellations today and tomorrow. Classes are closed. Johnson County early dismissal today at 12. I feel like that's too late. Yeah, by 12 o'clock, you're gonna be in the middle of the storm. But anywho,
Yeah.
early dismissal today, and then they're closed tomorrow. Uh, so what they gonna do? I mean, what you think they're gonna do about the games? Are they gonna reschedule them, or are they just gonna mark them off and keep it
Somebody
moving?
the football games.
Yeah, all like the high school football games.
I think they're probably gonna reschedule. I think they're probably gonna reschedule them till like during the week because they'll put them on a Wednesday or Thursday or stuff like that. So they probably gonna reschedule them to the during the week. I don't think they're
You
gonna
talking about
push it past the huh?
you talking about even varsity?
Yeah,
Like
I'm talking about
varsity will play
varsity.
on a
That's what I'm
Wednesday?
talking about. I don't know
Oh
about
yeah,
JV,
yeah.
but I'm thinking varsity is gonna go like on a Saturday or a Thursday or something like that. Because you can't do those. Like my brother play a lot of his games on Thursdays, so he can go see my nephew play on Fridays.
Oh, okay. I didn't think they can do Saturday. I thought Saturday was blocked out for college. And
No, I
then
think they can do Saturday. I think if it's for something like this, they can.
okay. And just to keep, I mean, it's so many schools that are closed all over the state. So if by now as a parent you know if your kids' schools are closed or not. But if you are looking you need more information, you can always check out your local news affiliates. They have lists, and there's so many of them. I think just about it. I mean, well, the GMA said that this will affect all 159 counties in the state of Georgia. It's safe to say that all 100 and well, it's more than 159 school systems because I mean, you got DeKalb County, then you got Decatur County, you got Decatur City schools, Atlanta got their own schools, and that's all within the same county. So, um, just check your system. I'm pretty sure they have notifications. Most government facilities are operating on a skeleton crew. All non-essential offices are probably closed. I know that's the same for Gwinnett County, and as I mentioned earlier, in the cities of Chamblee and other. So be mindful of that if you're out there for some odd reason trying to pay a tax bill, your tax commissioner office probably be closed today.
Yeah.
Uh, you
Hopefully you can
know,
do it online.
yeah, hopefully, So just be mindful of all that. Uh, in the meantime, if you're sitting at home doing nothing, this would be a good time to RGS to check your voter registration.
Do that.
This is a good time to check your voter registration. MVP, what is it? MVP.sos.ga.gov.
.sos.ga.gov. And speaking of that, let me just run this by you real quick because this is interesting. I thought so. Apparently, there are some false mailers going out about from third party mailers. If they're coming out, they probably are not affiliated with your county. They're not affiliated with Gwinnett County. So just be mindful because people are doing all kinds of stuff right now. They're doing all kinds of stuff for this election. So if you get these mailers in the mail asking you for any information to register to do all these things, if it's not coming directly from your county, and if you're not sure, go to your local office and find out because a lot of stuff is happening right now over in Clayton County. They're like let's get ahead of the problem. So they're planning for the while planning for the actual election is underway. Clayton said we're preparing for what could happen both during the election and after the elections. That's what they're saying. Clayton County said, listen, Clayton County leaders said, listen, we want to be ready in case there is civil unrest. You know how sad that is? That just
Yeah.
sounds so crazy that right now you got counties preparing for civil unrest over the election that has been going on for what 200 years. Like what?
Well, I mean, with January 6th, basically put everybody on notice.
Yeah, well, they're on
Oh,
notice and they're saying we're preparing. Um, yeah, they said that the county leaders held a tabletop workshop Tuesday morning at their election office in Jonesboro. Leaders from every aspect of the county government were in attendance. Everybody, everybody was
everybody.
there. So this is a part of our management plan to test our readiness and to come up with ideas that may help us on election day. Yeah, this was said by Shauna Dozier, who is the director of Clayton County Board of Election. They like, listen, you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. That's all I'm
That's your
saying. And I ain't
so that's
mad
your
at them.
favorite
That's
favorite
right.
line, huh?
That's right. If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. So the fact that they're being proactive in this, and hopefully they won't have to, implement whatever it is they plan to implement. But you never know. And the day and time that we're living in right now, you just never know. So, be mindful where you need to go vote at. Make sure you try to vote early so you know if there's any discrepancies, you have time to fix them because all kind of stuff is happening. I told you guys on Monday, my daughter checked herself on the roll. She was taken off. She was made inactive. She didn't do it. Somebody else did it. So make sure that you are on
So
the
how was
voter
she
roll.
able to correct it? Was she able to
I guess
correct
she
it?
just went in there and did it because I said, did you fix it? Like, yeah, I fixed it. So apparently you can fix it right online. But for elderly people who may not even know they're off the rolls, if you know an elderly person, check for them to make sure they're on the rolls. And if they're not on the rolls, help them get back on the rolls.
Right.
All
Hey,
right.
so RG, where's the bunker at? I know you already
It's
have your
in
secret
it's in
bunker.
Tifton,
I don't even know what Tifton is, but
Tifton,
okay.
Georgia, down South Georgia.
Why you? I mean, you going to the store?
That's where the bunker is. You asked me where the bunker was. I'm just telling you where it is.
Well, you should have been there already. Are you there?
I'm, I'm there. Look like yes, I was there since yesterday. I've been there all week, as a matter of fact.
Actually, the bunker probably should be more in the mountains, I would think.
Yeah, but this one is in Tifton.
See, because bunkers, see, especially in it flood down there, don't it? You don't want to be in the underground where it floods at.
Well, it's metal under the ground, so it ain't like you gonna get drowned. Like you got it,
Ma'am, you act like water can't penetrate.
not metal, not a
That's gonna
metal
be interesting.
box
It's gonna
under
be
the
hard. It's gonna
ground.
be hard. It's gonna be hard to get out.
Yeah, it is. That's why
But
it's built up. Like you can stay in there for about a year, so hopefully water dry up.
no,
God,
okay.
I
Well,
can't
yeah.
even imagine locked up for like a year underground. Ooh,
With all your folks
God,
in a smaller.
God.
I mean, it ain't your house, so it ain't gonna be as spacious and yeah. Nah, that'd be horrible. I mean, but I guess it'd be grateful to be alive, though. You know. Good
Good
morning,
morning,
Franklin. I
Franklin.
mean, you only speak to one person. You act like it's only one person here. I mean, my wife don't get on here and say good morning, Derek. She say good morning, y'all. Hey. All right, Franklin. That's all right. I see how it is. I see how it is.
Good morning, Franklin.
I'll be sure to deliver that turkey for you.
Oh my God, we pass. We pass on this side of town. We're gonna pass on that one. Derek bought me a turkey one year, y'all.
Shut up.
Oh.
Shut up. Shut up. Moving on.
Let's go to a commercial.
Why do 70% of aspiring authors never publish their work? Because they don't have Bookpreneur. Whether you're dreaming of publishing your memoir, a children's book, or the next great novel, Bookpreneur is your go-to source. Our weekly newsletter and video show offer step-by-step guidance and insider tips to help you navigate the publishing world. Don't let your masterpiece stay hidden. Join the Bookpreneur community today and start turning pages into profit. Subscribe now at www.bookpreneur.com.
It's fascinating how a magazine can capture the pulse of the world in just a few pages. I mean, think about it. Every issue is like a time capsule, a snapshot of what's happening right now. Heartland Georgia Magazine is the newly rebranded name for the former About Magazine's Gwinnett Snellville. We gather stories from every corner, from politics to pop culture, and it's all curated with intention. This magazine continues the legacy of connecting communities within Georgia, focusing on the vibrant life, culture, and businesses in the Heartland region. With an emphasis on local stories, business spotlights, community events, and lifestyle content, Heartland Georgia Magazine serves as a trusted resource for residents and visitors alike. Whether you're looking for insights into the best local dining, upcoming events, or features on influential community members, Heartland Georgia Magazine is your go-to publication for staying connected and informed about all that makes Georgia's Heartland region unique and thriving.
All right, we're back.
Welcome
We
back.
are back. So
Hey,
the city
listen.
of oh,
Oh, sorry
ahead.
about that. There was a so this is what we were talking about on Monday. There was a stabbing in a school over in East Hall County, East Hall High School. There was a stabbing.
Oh wow.
And that's because a kid was able to get the knife in the school. So we talk about this and we keep talking about this over and over. But if you had a metal detector at the door, apparently the clear black bags are not working over there because a fight broke out. And after the fight broke out, one kid was stabbed. You have to get those metal detectors in those schools. You know, a 16-year-old football player approached a 14-year-old football player at his locker and picked him up by his shoulder pads, right? And then he stabbed him.
No. Oh shit.
So, yeah. Well, the
That's
14-year-old stabbed the 16-year-old because he was messing with him. But here's the thing: he should not have been able to get a knife in the school. I don't know what to say. It's like we speaking on deaf ears here, deaf ears.
well, as long as the football games and the administration buildings are covered, we good.
Okay, we're gonna leave it right there.
So the city of Valdosta and Lowndes County have opened 7 sand stations sandbag stations as Hurricane Helene is expected to hit today. So they opened them yesterday. I'm assuming they still are open. The city of Valdosta has instituted a curfew of 8 p.m. for today. So neighbors are packing sandbags, and others are just packing their traveling bags. They say some are packing sandbags, others are just leaving. I'm getting out of Dodge.
Yep.
Uh, the Mayor Scott James Matheson, he's got three names, huh? Declared a local state of emergency early Wednesday. Many neighbors like Tony Daniels and Freddie are taking note, crowding the 7 sandband stations across the city and county. Water came into my home just a little bit, but I don't want it in there, period. So, down there by Valdosta, they're right there on the border of Florida, the Georgia-Florida line. And so anytime a hurricane or a storm comes in that panhandle, Valdosta definitely is one of the first in the state of Georgia to get hit by it. So depending on where it come, of course. But so they experienced this. They know it's serious, and so they're taking precautions. Um, One guy said he had a pecan tree blow up against his house. I love me some pecans, man.
Me
Or
too.
pecans, I guess, depending on where you're from. I don't know.
I say pecans. Some people say pecans. I say
Yeah, I
pecan.
said
With a
pecans.
pecan.
Yeah, I ain't know what that was. I'm like, what's that? Like, oh, okay, okay. And so again, Valdosta has a curfew in place tonight at 8 p.m. And I don't think it's a curfew for just minors. It's everybody. If you ain't law enforcement, you better not get caught in them streets.
Yeah.
If you ain't law enforcement, and probably medical, because you're coming or going to work. But again, curfew in Valdosta, Lowndes County for 8 p.m. on tonight. In other news outside of the storm,
I
uh,
know. That's all. That's all. That's all on the news like circles.
yeah.
Everything is just storm, 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 storm. So yeah, go ahead. And
Well,
it's
this one is
murder, shootings.
uh, murder. You're right. So this one is, as we know, AT&T just wrapped up a strike that was mostly the whole month of August, wasn't it? Yeah, like it was 4 weeks.
Yeah.
So 4 week long strike. Well, this may not seems like much to you or anyone else who doesn't, you know, deal with this directly, but longshoremen from Maine to Texas appear to likely go on strike in the coming weeks. And some might say, "What's a longshoreman?" Well, these are people that work at the ports. So the chief executive over Georgia's two booming seaports uh, said said that a strike next week by dock workers across the U.S. East and Gulf Coast appear likely, though he's hopeful that the resulting shutdown will last only a few days. So what does that mean? Anything that's coming through the ports, whereas it's anything that's being imported from overseas, any of that is if it get to the port, there's no one to take it off the ships, there's no one to put them on the trucks, and so therefore that's a complete stoppage. So that means that could eventually, depending on how long it lasts, that can cause shortages in your furniture stores, your probably some grocery stores too, huh? I
Can
mean,
I can I just share a quick story, Derek, real quick? So back in the day when I launched a doll company, and when I say doll, because people be like, "What you say?" DOLL, doll company. When Georgia and I launched a doll company, our shipment came into the port side in California, and guess what? When they came in, they were on strike. And so we missed the Christmas season because the dolls were sitting on the boat coming from China. So they sat on the water for about 2 months until they got off a strike. So that could hinder anything you got coming in from overseas. We missed Christmas. So everybody who had purchased the doll, they would have gotten it in time for Christmas. They did not get it because we had to get it off the boat. It sat on the water for 2 months and on the boat. And then after it got off the boat, now you got to get everybody's stuff off. So we missed, like, I think the dolls actually got shipped like in February. It was something crazy like that. But if you have stuff coming into these ports, and especially now, like if you got stuff coming in for Christmas and it's got to come in through like the Savannah port or wherever longshoremen is on, you about to be in trouble if they don't rectify the situation and come to some kind of agreement. Your stuff will sit there on the port until they do.
and this is all ports, U.S. ports from
Mm,
Maine Maine, all the way up there up north to Texas. So think of the entire East Coast, all the way down around Florida, up through the other side of Florida, and then you got what, Alabama, Louisiana, and Texas,
Mississippi and all that. Yep.
Mississippi, and Texas. That's every port. 45,000 dock workers in the region has
Wow.
threatened to strike starting October 1st.
That
That's
will
when,
hinder your process. That will hinder
man,
your progress. It will throw you off your game. So I'm protecting. So Derek is telling you guys this, but you better prepare if they go on strike to start reaching out to your customers like ASAP, because we didn't know that. We didn't know to alert our customers. Look, your dollar's coming, but it's sitting on war. We didn't know that. So when it happened, we had to go back and now try to backpedal to kind of talk to people like this is what's going on, but get in front of it, because
get in front
if
of it.
people order something in time for the holidays and it's almost October, and it sounds like this is the time they go on strike too, Derek, because it was
Well,
around
because this is the time you need me. Because this is where,
exactly.
yeah, this is how I can affect you more. If I go on strike in July, they say negotiations on a new contract stopped in June, but they kept working. Think about that. Oh, okay. So
Wow.
you want to play?
Yeah.
Okay, well, guess what? We'll play
Yeah.
with you. Come October
Yeah.
though, we'll see. Because
Yeah.
now as you say, the holiday rush. So they say it's
Yep.
36. The strike was shut down 36 ports, and two of them are in Georgia, the Savannah and the Brunswick. The Savannah is ranked number 4 in the U.S. for container cargo that includes retail goods ranging from consumer electronics to frozen chicken. Yep, them chickens gonna be spoiled.
And
Uh,
here's a crazy thing, and this is why I believe they do it, because this is how the processing work. If you get something manufactured overseas, right, there is a 3-month lag time. So you get it. They may manufacture it in a month, but to get it on board of one of those cargo ships, that's a 3-month trek across the water. It's the craziest thing. So they know that every year that people have put their orders in back probably in April, right? So they can
yep,
get, that's why they stay to work, so they can get on the ship by June and make that trek across the water at least. Because any manufacturer overseas will tell you we need at least a 6-month period for you to get the project done, and then to get it on the ship and all this kind of stuff. You need all that. So
yep.
so they're going on right when it's time. The people that
Right
put
when
their
it's
order in
time.
on time, so they can get it back in time, and it's gonna be overtime.
Yep. So, like I say, Savannah is number 4 for U.S. container cargo. The Brunswick port is America's second busiest for automobiles. So there's about to be a shortage on cars right in the middle of the holiday rush. They hoping that the strike doesn't last long. As for how long the strike might last, no one really knows. Since 2016, a 3-decade veteran in the maritime, I would think we should expect 4 to 5 days, hopefully not beyond. Anything beyond that, that's when it's going to cause major delays. So, just keep that in mind. Georgia dock workers are putting in extra hours trying to ensure ships get unloaded and returned to sea before Tuesday's deadline. Truck gates at the Port of Savannah, normally closed on Sundays, will be open throughout the weekend. Uh, at the Georgia Port Authority's monthly board meeting Tuesday, the CEO praised roughly 2,000 union workers responsible for loading and unloading ships in Savannah and Brunswick. They have done great work ahead of a possible strike. He said the ports will keep operating until the last minute. So yeah, this and then not to mention the effect this may have on the economy. Right before elections too. I feel like this is all planned for a reason. So
Yeah.
I didn't think about that. This is all planned for a reason. So
Yeah.
this is crazy. But I wanted to point that out because that is major, and October 1st is right around a corner. That's Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and you have to make sure you let your customers know that if you are expecting a shipment to come in by cargo ship, that it's a chance they won't get here in time if they go on strike. If they don't come to an agreement before it's time to, and here's the other part about that, right? Even when they come off strike, you got to think about all of the ships that have come into port at that time that are backed up. So if yours is the first ship, you may have a chance to get something. But if yours is ship number 12, you still not gonna get that stuff till about March or February. So just know that you need to explain that to your customers, because a lot of times they don't know. They know that you told them 4 to 6 weeks or 6 to 8 months, whatever you told them. That's not going to be the case if they don't resolve this issue.
Exactly. You definitely want to get it. But I also feel like here in 2024, we have to have a better solution than shipping stuff
Yeah, but it's expensive,
over
right?
water.
So DHL is an international shipper, right? And they'll get it to
Right.
you fast, but it's so expensive. So when you're trying to ship, let's say you manufacture something and you got 800 of those, you can ship it through DHL. It's going to get here faster, but it's going to cost you way more money. That's why people do cargo shipping, because it costs
Yeah,
less money.
I was looking into that. I was I'm forever a entrepreneur. Don't laugh. I don't think I ever told you this, but I was looking into getting into the toilet paper and paper goods, toilet
Hmm.
paper, paper towels, because I owned a janitorial company. And
Yeah.
so one of the things that we could do is provide the paper products to you.
Hmm.
And so, you know, I'm always tired of being the middleman. I'm always looking at the end result. And so I was looking into that. And I didn't had a supplier. We didn't had the name and everything. I just the whole 6 months to get my stuff, like, and then so it's like you gotta. Well, I do have a contract that's pending, but I don't need to order a whole train truckload, what they call a full truck, I guess, the whole carrier
Yep.
load, because those things go right off the. I mean, they can come right off the cargo, can go right off the ship onto the back of a truck, like
Yeah.
literally, bam, a trailer, then a truck can pull it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't need all that.
Yeah.
But that's how they sell it. Like, I gotta get.
Now you may be able to find a company that will give you like a short run or something, right? But then it's going to be on a cargo with other stuff. So your stuff is
Yeah,
going to be on a cargo ship with other people's stuff, which reduce the cost of shipping. But by the same token, it's on there with other stuff. You don't know what that other stuff is. You might some toilet paper with some other stuff. We don't know what's on there with the other stuff. So
yeah,
yeah, all of that, right? Listen, these are the things that when you think about manufacturing and shipping from overseas, you have to take these things into consideration, because if you're doing anything in bulk, unless you have the budget to ship it by DHL so it can get here quicker, it's coming cargo. And if you
and I
don't
don't
have
even
the
think. I
money
mean,
or
can
enough
you
product to put in your own private cargo, it's going to be in somebody else's cargo.
can you ship freight via air?
Yeah, but it's air freight. I
I'm
mean, the
just saying.
planes,
I mean, I'm talking about like pallets and pallets. Like, can you do that
yeah, you
air?
can, but you're gonna pay for that.
Oh, that sounds expensive. But at least I get
Yeah,
it. At least I get it in 3 days instead of 3 months,
yeah, but you're
or
gonna have
three
to
weeks
10
instead of three
times the price
months.
of it to make sense.
Yeah, yeah. That's why we just like, yeah, you know what? We backed off, but I mean, that is a lucrative game. Paper.
Well,
I mean,
and it may be they may have changed some stuff since then, Derek. You may be able to get it more locally sourced since
well, I
then.
was I was going to go through a franchise out of Baltimore, and it was black owned. I mean, they rates. I mean, I hate to say it, but a lot of times, black owned businesses be the most expensive one on the
So,
block.
because of the on the front on the back end of that, are they a franchise? You know what I mean? Are they a middleman to the middleman? You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
I can set up a franchise, right?
Well, they claim. I mean, and that's the part that me. I ask my questions, and that's the part that we couldn't get over because I kept asking, okay, how much does it cost for you to produce this product? Because
Hmm.
your numbers are not adding up. I can go to just
A
anybody. I can go to
wholesale.
Walmart and get a better price than what you're,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? And then not
Yeah.
to mention, this is how much you're selling it to me, and then I got to turn around and sell it to somebody else. Like the numbers are not adding up, and he would never divulge that. So that's when I started. Okay, you know what? Let me take you out the way. Let me start going to the direct.
Yeah.
And, and very few of our paper goods are produced here, local in the country.
Yeah.
I mean, now don't get me wrong, Georgia Pacific does make theirs local. Uh, Actually, they get a lot of recycled stuff from other printers, like recycled paper. Then they turn it into your tissue and
I ain't mad at them.
your
Why you try to go
your
through them?
paper.
They didn't offer wholesale.
Well, one, I wasn't in. I was in Texas. I didn't really know much. I heard of them, but they only deal with big people.
No. Okay, maybe they
Yeah,
have a small. Maybe that's something you need to look at. They had a small vendor program.
yeah. I look into it. That's not saying too loud. Somebody might steal your idea.
Yeah, yeah. I just throw it out there for you. All right, let's
Don't
go to the
say it too
commercial.
loud.
We'll be back. We'll be back.
We'll be back.
In a world where business and sustainability intersect, the Gwinnett Women's Chamber of Commerce, or GWC, stands as a beacon of empowerment and innovation. Our mission: to empower women in business while fostering a culture of sustainability within our community. We're not just about business growth. We're about eco-friendly practices, about encouraging a healthier, more sustainable future for all. Through innovative tools, equipment, and education, we're supporting the success of women entrepreneurs and promoting a greener tomorrow. Our vision stretches beyond the present. We see a future where GWC is a leading force in the promotion of women's entrepreneurship and environmental stewardship. A vibrant community where women in business thrive alongside a commitment to sustainability. We're making the Gwinnett region a model for inclusive economic growth and ecological balance. We are the Gwinnett Women's Chamber of Commerce, where business meets sustainability. Join us in shaping the future.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
All right. Look, I know we don't normally talk about crime, but this one came up, and you can't judge a book by its cover, but I'm looking at this guy's picture, and so it's a man formed a fake football team, promised them a full season, but none of it was real. And again, so I'm looking at this guy, and he's telling these people he's the owner of the football team, and they chunking out money, and I'm looking at this guy, and I'm just like, you can't judge a book by its cover, but I think this book would have been judged if it was me. But anyway, it's a man
You
is
share the
accused of.
screen. Now don't share the screen. Don't share the screen. Don't share the screen.
I'm not. I send you the link so you can look at it too, so you can see what I'm looking at. I'm not. I'm not spotlighting this.
Drop it
I'm,
in the private. Let me look at it.
yeah, it's crazy. Like, would you pay anyway? It said according to Jasper County, South Carolina. This was in South
Oh,
Carolina.
absolutely not. I ain't need the picture. Ain't need to come all the way through yet. Absolutely not.
Hey, 37 years convinced multiple victims to drive now to join a post-grad football team called the Hardyville Vikings, which he claimed the team was his own. He was the team owner. And
You know what's
so
crazy about that? He really could
well,
have started that team.
he really could have.
He really could have. And probably this. When I think of the Savannah Bananas, he could have started that team and did really well.
But the question is, who is I mean, you got to have somebody to play against. So that's the like what league were they supposed to be in? Like, I need more details because I would love to
XFL.
know his sales. Hey, I would love to know his sales pitch. He said allegedly took the victims' money, promising them housing, meals, practice facilities, and a full season of football games. Again, you can't judge a book by its cover, but
You know what? He probably was in football where he lived, and yeah. Let me tell you something. I was gonna get a basketball team, a WABA basketball team, women's basketball team,
what's
and
WA?
WABA. So the ABA was before the NBA. A lot of people don't know that. So I was a
Well, you
marketing
talking about
director.
ABA with Dr. J?
Yep. So I
Yeah, I
was the
remember that.
marketing. I was the marketing director for the Jersey Expressions, which is an ABA team when I was in
Okay.
Jersey. And that's when I learned about like, oh, wait a minute. So you can buy a team, you can buy a team. And I was gonna buy one, a women's team here, but in Gwinnett. But the only thing is they didn't have enough games for me. So I was excited about that though. Like I was gonna get a coach and all that kind of stuff. It was really exciting because I went to some of their games and it was like, this is cool. So we did like a lot of marketing for them. But when I look at like teams that are like that, like semi-pro teams, the Savannah Bananas, they got it going on
They
to the
making a killing.
on.
Look, this man racked up $23,000 in hotel fees. Cause so authorities say Richland booked the victims, the team, in hotel rooms, and they stayed for several days. $23,000. He was later arrested, charged with 2 counts of fraud for defunding a hotel, boarding house, or restaurant, and 6 counts of breach of trust. So I again, I would love to see his sales pitch.
Well, he probably was a coach. That's what I'm saying. So he probably was known for football, and people just believed in what he did, and they followed him because they know he loved football. So they figured he could do what he said he could do. But you got to do your due diligence, baby, because if you don't, you can get got.
They didn't say how much money he got. I was floored by the picture. I'm like,
The
how?
sad part about that is he really could have taken that money and started a team. Like he
And
really
done
could have.
something.
And probably had a great time doing it. Like when I was the marketing director for the ABA, the Jersey Expressions, it was so cool to see the guys who had played ball before. Like some played college, some played pro, and to be in the ABA gave them the opportunity to keep doing the thing that they love. Now they didn't make any money for real, but they
Right.
still got a chance to play, make a few dollars, and play ball, the thing that they love. So that was pretty cool. So when I thought about doing it here, I was definitely doing it for the women's, but it wasn't enough teams. Like I think Georgia had maybe 3 or 4 teams or something, and then we'd have had to play teams in South Carolina and North Carolina.
Well, it's similar to what Ice Cube did
Yeah,
with
yeah,
the big three,
big
and
three. Yep.
so he's
But
making
he had
he.
money behind his.
Well,
He
he
can
got
get it.
money. He got money, and then there was other investors.
Yeah,
Uh, but I mean, and they're doing real well.
yeah. Yeah, I
So
mean, I'm at a different place now. If I decided to do it now, it would be the ish because that was back in 2015 or something. I had my name, logo, everything. I was ready, baby. I was ready to go
she
because I
said, "I
like
ready,
sports.
baby."
I like
Yeah.
sports,
Well,
so I like.
now, if I'm not, the price has probably gone up, but Ice Cube and so what? 2 teams,
Yeah,
Houston and LA, and I think they was only what 10,000 each.
really.
Don't quote me on that, but I thought it said that they
Wait a minute now. Hold on. You
purchased the
want a
Houston
partner?
team for 10,000.
You want a partner?
We'll have us Atlanta Atlanta Big Three.
Atlanta Big Three.
That should be already taken, especially if it's only
I
cost
don't know, but I
10,000.
remember Master P tried to do something similar. His didn't take off very well. It was it
Master
was
P
it was
has
probably been a
Master
mixed league. It was probably in a mixed league. That's what happened. It didn't take off very well though.
Master P has done a lot. Like people, like if you sit there and look at all the things that he's done, and then but see as people say about me sometimes, he was ahead of his time because Master P
Hmm.
has tried a lot of things that people have circled back and done and have been successful.
That's
Like
me.
again, the basketball. Master P was one of the first rappers to even get involved like that. And now
Yeah.
look at Ice Cube. So Master P. Same thing with the food. Remember that he had the
Cereal.
he had the cereal and all. Everybody laughed and kiki. Not
He
everybody
got
got
some
their
he
own.
got some potato chips right now at the gas station, which
Yep.
is funny, right? Because I like honey barbecue potato chips or muskie, right? So I
Yeah.
had to go into the store for my husband. And when I went into the store, I was like, I'm gonna get me some of them honey chips, right? Derek, them chips was $2.49 for a bag, and it wasn't nothing but I was like, yeah, I ain't gonna be able to get them. I
Yeah.
can't see
Mostly.
yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't do it. But I wanted him. I was like, I can't. I just can't see it. But you have to give him credit for doing like he thinks outside the box. And again, you're right, a bit ahead of his time. When I think about even with me, when I first started in podcast in 2009, it was none of that stuff. By the time it caught up to me, I was burned out. You know, internet TV. I had her too, but nobody wasn't putting their stuff on Roku and Amazon, but except for me. And I'm like in meetings trying to explain to people, you can be on TV, and people looking at me like, well, how? And I'm like, I'm on TV, and I'm
Well,
literally on
like I
TV.
told you, the name, her tube sound like a Diddy show.
Well, it wasn't a Diddy show. It was her tube TV. And we have, right to this day, I still have that channel on Roku, about 100,000 subscribers. But again, I was ahead of my time. Not everybody has a streaming channel. It's the craziest
I'm
thing. Like,
surprised. I'm surprised Hugh Hefner didn't reach out to you. That would have been a big money maker right there. You should have.
you stupid. Hey, it's for sale. You want it? It's for sale.
Her tube.
Her
It
tube
rhymes with another
on
oob.
Roku. You stupid. But a lot of times we are ahead of our times. And then the other thing too, if you don't have people around you who are visionaries like you don't get the support to help you push those dreams forward. It's kind of like you out there by yourself talking to people who don't really understand what you're talking about. Like even when I talk about AI, right? And you see it everywhere, there are still people who don't understand it. And when I start talking about it, their eyes glaze over and it's like, okay, this is going to be painful, but let me try anyway. Yeah. So.
Well, before we wrap up, we did not touch the West Coast. If you have any doctor's appointments and you are scheduled at the West Central Health District, which mostly is Columbus, the West Side, Columbus, LaGrange, all that area, they are closed today at 2 p.m. and they will be closed on Friday. So be mindful of that. I remember my mom told me yesterday, I got a doctor's appointment Friday. You might want to call them and figure out if they're still open. Yeah. So that includes Columbus and then the following counties. It's more than just what I thought. So the West Central Health District are in the counties, is in the city of Columbus, but is in the counties of Chattahoochee, Clay, Chris, Dooley, Harris, Macon, Marion, Quitman, Randolph, Shelley, Stewart, Sumter, Tolbert, Taylor, and Webster County. All of those are closed. I don't know if it say West Central Hospital Health District. I guess there's a bunch of clinics. I don't think there's any hospitals.
Probably like one of those health parks, like municipal park, where you got all the different little health facilities in that one little park area.
Yeah, so they're
like
closed.
Park, like Gwinnett.
Okay. The Department of Labor. I didn't know that. The Department of Labor is closed today. Hell, they always close.
Everybody closed though. Like this is supposed to be a big storm. So if you have not gone out to get what you need, go get whatever you need, just so you don't have to go out in the rain and the thunder and the wind tomorrow.
I sure hope you took care of your unemployment before today.
Yeah, right.
Because they closed today and tomorrow.
System, though. You think people are doing that by hand? I think that should be automated.
Man, look. I
will hope it's automated for reasons such as this.
I heard the Department of Labor for Georgia is definitely
antiquated.
Yeah, that's the word. I was about to say S show, but yeah, a crap show. It's definitely something. Luckily for me,
they don't have people waiting on their money when they could have automated systems in place. So when they put in,
I guess somebody still have to
send it out.
Hey, somebody still have to go through, review it, investigate, approve, deny, all that stuff.
Ain't nobody got to do all that now. They got systems for that.
I mean,
we got $11 billion just sitting in a surplus. Put the system in place.
So as I continue to search, because everywhere you go, everywhere I search, of course, the top news is weather related, and so I've noticed we didn't say anything about the West Coast, West Side, and a lot of closures over there. Yesterday, so this article pops up. It say, what groceries supplies should you buy to prepare for the hurricane? So,
what you gonna eat?
My lovely wife of mine, she walking around the store. I say, what are you doing? Oh, we gotta get this. I say, you act like this is your first hurricane. I'm like, calm down. She looking at me, and so it was funny because my cousin, my older cousin live here, and he was like, yeah, it's just a rainstorm, and so I'm messing with him like, dude, man, they say this is a hurricane and that, and then so it's funny because I'm being extra with him, but then turn around looking at Maria like, what are you doing?
Maria said, I gotta get everything on this list so we'll be good. We'll be locked in for a couple of days.
But the difference between me, like, I'm actually just annoying and playing with my cousin, whereas Maria is serious.
Yeah. Maria's like, I got to be locked in.
I mean, because if you can see the family, if you can see our family jokes, I think I sent it to you about the monkey time I'm on my way on the boat.
Yeah.
And I sent it to my cousin.
I went to the store on Tuesday. I said, let me get on to the store right now and get what I need.
I'm surprised you wasn't doing it Monday.
No, I did it Tuesday, though. Sure did.
You know,
And anybody who knows me know I hate going to the grocery store. That is not my thing.
we all know you doomsday though. You gonna be in there. Was you in there buying all the tissue when COVID hit?
Yeah. Tissue, paper
Which I
towels.
which
We
I
had
still don't
bottled water
understand that.
stacked up.
What was the
And I don't
tissue
even
for
like
though?
bottled water.
I mean, we in a pandemic that give you respiratory issues. This ain't nothing about diarrhea.
Well, you need to go to the bathroom. You can't get out the house. And you see all the tissue was off the shelf, don't you?
Tissue was gone.
Gone. Like, oh my
Gone.
Clorox. Oh my God. Forget Clorox.
I mean, I get that. That's cleaning. But tissue, I went in there, I ended up having to get some off-brand tissue, one ply, scratching my
Any
butt. I'm like,
tissue. Listen,
OMG.
any tissue will do. Long as you got some tissue.
I was like, what's the deal with the tissue, man? Like,
Mm-hmm.
they are taking
Mm-hmm.
all the
You would have
tissue.
found out if you couldn't have gotten any.
Oh man, I would been out there with a leaf, huh?
Ooh, God, naked and afraid. Ooh, child.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. But
Mm,
yeah, so I mean, yeah, Maria was definitely she was walking around,
now
and
I
I thought it
have,
was funny. I thought it was funny, but also was like, calm down, like she be trying to make it seem like that I'd be so out of touch, so Michael when he was in pre-K, uh, you know how teachers write back reports, and one of the things said lack of empathy for others,
yeah.
and she swear he get that from me because I'm just sitting there looking like, what are we doing? Like how many hurricanes we done been through? You know, and then I had to think about it. I said, well, this your first? I said, well, no, wait. Then I thought about it, like, no, we've been together almost 20 years, ma'am. You know, we done been through Ike and Rita
Rita and Sandy.
we done went through so many storms together that it's like, what do we didn't do this in Houston. We wasn't
Well,
running
y'all
around
closer
going
to
to
the
the store.
coastline in Houston, right?
Yeah, we was closer. So I was like, I mean, she thought if the
Yeah.
lights go
You
off.
got to think too, social media wasn't like it was then either. So it wasn't like
Yeah,
everybody. Look, we tried to look for news this morning. All I saw, and I was like, oh my Lord, was
was a
shootings
storm.
and hurricanes.
Yeah.
That's all.
It's funny. I remember
I said,
when
I
I was
said,
in
what you talking
Abilene. I'm at work, and a coworker was like, "Oh man, is your family safe?" Yeah. Oh yeah. I hope they're all right, dude. What are you talking about? Oh man, it's a hurricane. Talk about Hurricane Katrina. There's a hurricane coming their way. I said, oh really?
about?
Because back then, Facebook was college Facebook,
Yeah,
and we wasn't talking about no weather.
no,
So, we're too busy poking each other and stuff. So, but
that's
I was
funny.
like,
Don't say that out loud. Be like,
well,
Derek said that on that show. He used to poke folks.
if you know anything about Facebook, you've been on there for a long
Just
while.
joking.
I'm about to
Just
say
joking.
there is an option. I don't think it's still there, but there
I
was an
know.
option where you was able to poke
Poke people.
so someone. That's all that was a flirt. I
It
told I
was.
told Maria,
They call it a
I
poke.
said if that poke you one more time, we're gonna
Bleep,
block
bleep,
him.
bleep, bleep. Bleep, bleep.
Hey man, I used to go on her page and be okay, yeah, block. And then you start finding out when you're looking at your wife page, you start finding out that some of your friends up there poking your wife. Oh, okay, block. You poking my wife for, man?
That sounds
Yeah.
crazy.
Hey man,
All
poking used to
right.
get people in trouble back in the day, man. You
Still
poke
does,
again,
Derek.
poke again.
It still does get you in trouble. You poke the
I
wrong
don't
one.
think I don't think you can poke now. I think they took that
If you
feature
poke the
off.
wrong one, you can still get in trouble.
Oh yeah, you get caught with the 1,000 bottles, you definitely get in trouble. I think you get in trouble. You get caught with one bottle now. I don't even think it had to be 1,000. Just one. What you doing with this, baby? Why you think my head's so shiny? All right, let's go to
Mm-mm-mm.
commercial. Then I come back with some words of inspiration,
I
inspire
know,
you
because we done
guys
went
on this
all the way off the
Thursday.
rail, all the way off. We'll be
We off
back.
the rail.
Hey there, creative souls. Are you ready to unlock your full potential and join a community that truly gets you? Welcome to the Indie Creative Collective. Imagine a vibrant space where podcasters, musicians, video creators, writers, filmmakers, and so many more come together. This isn't just any group, it's a free, membership-based collective that meets monthly, offering a treasure trove of opportunities for collaboration and exchange. Here, passion is the driving force. Every member is deeply committed to their craft and keen on monetizing their skills. Picture this.
Each gathering is a stage where you can present your current projects, showcase your ongoing work, get constructive feedback, and elevate your art to new heights. But that's not all. These meetings are a goldmine of industry insights. We share what trends are making waves and which practices to steer clear of. This open exchange ensures that you're always in the loop with the latest knowledge and best practices in your field. The Indie Creative Collective is more than just a network. It's a breeding ground for innovation, a support system for creatives striving to make a living from their art, and a hub for like-minded individuals to connect and create together. Whether you're an established creative or just starting out, this collective is the perfect place to find inspiration, enhance your skills, and connect with fellow creatives committed to turning their artistic endeavors into profitable ventures. So what are you waiting for? Join the Indie Creative Collective today and embark on a journey of creativity, collaboration, and success. Stay creative, my friends.
Your brand deserves to be seen. What if we told you that you could boost your brand's visibility online and in print? For just $500 a month. Introducing an unbeatable offer from MD Communications Group, combining expert social media management with premium ad placements in Heartland, Georgia magazine. Exclusive limited-time offer for only $500 a month. You can get 15 custom social media posts every month. Your very own personalized social strategy content that tells your story, daily account management so you can focus on your business. All posted in your unique branding on Facebook and Instagram, with the option to expand to more channels. Plus, get featured in Heartland, Georgia magazine with 4 full-page ads a year, reaching thousands through targeted direct mail. With Heartland, Georgia, your brand gets seen, remembered, and trusted. Normally valued at $11,000 a year, this offer gives you the complete package for just $500 a month. That's an unbeatable deal. Here's the catch: this exclusive deal is available to only 5 new clients, and it expires on October 1st, 2024. Don't miss out on your chance to elevate your brand, grow your audience, and boost your business visibility like never before. Lock in your spot today. Ready to take your brand to the next level? Call us at 770-421-5598. Visit www.heartlandgeorgia.com to learn more.
All right, welcome back.
All right. As we wrap this up for today was a good day. It was a good show. Good morning, Georgia. Happy Thursday. As we gear up for a day ahead, there's a bit of a storm brewing on the horizon. While we stay safe and prepare for the weather, let's not forget a vital lesson from marketing with a human touch, connecting in the digital world: the importance of adapting to changing conditions. Just as marketers must adapt their strategies to make ever-changing needs of their to meet the ever-changing needs of their audience, we too can adapt our plans to stay safe and productive despite the storms. Today, take a moment to reach out to your neighbors or friends, especially those who might need extra help during the storm. A quick check-in call or a message can make a big difference, showing that you're not just individuals, but connected community looking out for each other. Make the most of this Thursday by staying safe, being prepared, and keeping those human connections strong, even from a distance. Together, we can weather any storm. Stay dry, stay safe, Georgia. Have a great day.
Listen, thank you all for joining us today. We appreciate you stopping by and spending some time with us. Be sure to subscribe to our channels and connect with us on all our social media platforms. We'll be back again tomorrow at 9 a.m., God willing. And until next time, my friends, make it a great day. Bye, everybody.
You've been listening to and watching Good Morning Georgia. To become an affiliate partner to report on what's happening in your community, leave us a message by going to www.goodmorninggeorgia.org. Be sure to subscribe to the show and share it with a friend. Do us a favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel at www.youtube.com/@Good Morning Georgia today.